So here, why it is increasing? It admits an inverse from 0 till infinity, because you can see it's strictly increasing. So the inverse exists. Find domain, then graph it. Uh, for f of x, x from 0 till infinity, its y is from 1 till minus infinity. هلا for the inverse function vice versa, so f inverse of x will be x from 1 till minus infinity. So if you graph it, you have this point here, you have it from, you want to graph from 0 till infinity, so you do perpendicular. If this point was 0 1, you take 1 0, this is the common point, and you take perpendicular same distance, you have the graph, the red one. Find the point on f of x for which the tangent is parallel to y equal half x. Tangent parallel, yani f prime of x equal to what? To half. So you take this one and you equate it to half. You get it. Show that g of x is a primitive. What does it mean primitive? Yani if you derive this one, yani integral of g, of a small g, you need to prove it, it's big G. So here, in that case, what do? We do the derivative of g of x. So if you derive this one, you may get this one. Why it's important? Because you want to find the derivative of the inverse. So let us go to second sheet, to the second slide here. So this is f prime of x, as I told you, equal half, you find the point. This is how to prove g of x. Hala, we want to find the let me go up again to see the area. We want to find the area bounded between f inverse of x, the red part, the red part, y equal to x. They want y equal to x. This is y equal to x, the red part, and the x-axis. So they want this one. So by symmetry, the symmetry of y equal to x, let me use another color. Let me use black. The symmetry of y equal to x is y equal to x. Okay? Y equal to x. That part here of the curve, it will be this green part here. X-axis will be y-axis. So in other words, I'm finding, instead of finding this dot of the inverse, because I don't have the equation of the inverse, I will find this one here. So this is area is nothing else of f of x. By symmetry, it's equal. It's from 0. I think this point was, we found it. From 0 till the point of intersection. I don't know, we're going to see. And f of x, the green, this green, you have, if you want the green, minus this x. So it's f of x minus x. So let us go to the second one. So we found it before, it's minus 1 plus e. Okay, so let me graph it here. It was, I think, it was, let me go back. This curve, like in this one is minus 1 plus e here, the point or there. When we found the relative position, it was minus 1 plus e. So here it's minus 1 plus e. So you're going to find from 0 till minus 1 plus e, f of x, this part, minus what? Minus y equal to x. This area here, as we said, it's equal this area here. It's the same by inverse. So that's why here, if you can check it, and we have the primitive. Yani this we have proved that integral of ln x plus 1 equal this whole one. So that's why if you have ln x plus 1, no need to do it by part. This is especially for the life sciences. So you have it here, and we do the answer. Hala, I want you to continue the rest. We're going to do it also in class, but try at least to do this problem. Okay, you have this problem. This problem also. هلا relation between graph y equal f of x, y equal f prime of x. I want you to read it. Why? Because for example here, if you have a curve f of x, and if you have a curve g of x such that if you do the g prime of x equal f of x, what does it mean? It means the sign of f of x is the variation of a g of x, and if the sign of f of x was always positive, g prime is always increasing. If f of x was always negative, so g prime of x will be decreasing. Why? Because here in the first part f of x is always positive, so g prime is increasing. If f of x was negative, always decreasing. If f of x got the you have this one, you have the table of sign of f of x. So here you have in this picture minus you have from 0 a infinity, you have before below minus, then 0, then positive. So since g prime of x equal f of x, so here the sign will be the variation. So minus, it means decreasing, plus it will be increasing. So in many problems in official exam, you have this situation where you have to graph. You have graph up f of x, then you have another graph g of x, where g prime of x will be f of x. All you need to do, you do the table of sign of f of x. This table of sign will be variation, because here it's minus, 0 plus, so 0 plus, so it will be decreasing 0, because g prime equal to what here? F of x. And the sign of f of x, which we have it here, if you have it that case, guys, it will be plus 0 minus. So since g prime of x equal f of x, so sign of f of x will be variation, so it will be plus 0 minus, it means up, then down. You have this problem, you can solve it. I want you to solve it by yourself. So this is the logarithm. Thank you for listening.